Hey guys, how you doing? It's Andy Elliott. Check this out. This is going to be the game changer for salesmen, saleswomen, sales professionals everywhere. These are the 8 qualities that I will tell you, if you'll get a notebook right now and you'll get a pen and you'll write these down, will change your life. For sure. These are the 8 things that I've believed in my life, and these are the 8 things that if you slow down and you actually listen to this for a second, you're going to grow exponentially. You'll go from 1 to 10. If you're a 6, I can take you to a 10 just in mindset by learning these things. Here's the test. Here's the answers to the test. We're going to start out with number 1 over here. Number 1, your store won't give you the training you need to make $300,000 a year. It isn't going to happen. Your store's not going to give you the training you need to make 300 grand. Period. I put it in red right here. Get the right trainer. Team up with the right manager. Guys, your store will get you to about $80,000. If you have an unbelievable store, they'll get you to $120,000. But they won't get you to $300,000, I promise you. Okay? And it just keeps going up from there. Secondly, there is no money in selling. The money is in the closing. Let me explain this to you. The first 90% of the time, you're outside on the lot, building value, building massive rapport, making the customers fall in love with you. That's the first 90% of the time. The last 10% of the time, you're inside doing what? Collecting 100% of the money. Guys, the first 90% of the time, does money change hands? No, and that's selling. The last 10% of the time, when you're inside collecting 100% of the money, what is that called? It's called closing. So, there is no money in selling. The money's in the closing. If you're not an unbelievable closer, you're never going to make all that money that you dream of. I don't care how hard you work, being a closer is where the money's at. All right, number 3. They take the product, that's your customers, you take the money. It is your job to take the money from the customer. It's your job to give them reasons and excuses, okay? Why they should pay it, why they should afford it, why they should pass go and do business with us right this minute. They take the product, you take the money. I want you to understand this. It's all about customer service and treating people great and all that stuff, but I'm gonna share with you, at the end of the day, they get the best service available. Dude, treat people like $1 million, make all the money, okay? Quit treating people great and going broke. Treat them great and collect all the money, which goes back to step 2, become a closer. Number 4, if you're not training and educating yourself to win, you're going to lose in life. Say it again. If you're not training and educating yourself to win, you guys have to be winners. Guys, winners focus on winning. Losers focus on the winner. I want to share with you, I want every one of you to be the top salesman in your store. And when that happens, let's take you to the top salesman in your state, and then the top salesman in the country. And you can do it, but I want to share with you, if you're not training and educating yourself to win, you're going to lose in life. At the end of the day, if you have a lack of money right now, lack of money isn't a problem. What's a problem is the lack of skill you don't have, and not having money is a symptom of the problem for lack of skill. All right, number 5, winning is survival. It's your job, it's your life. Listen, Grant Cardone always says, it's your obligation, your duty, and your responsibility. You owe it to yourself and your family. It's your duty, your obligation. Guys, winning is survival. Going back to this one, how are you going to win? Guess what? By training yourself and educating yourself to win, okay? But winning is survival. Number 6, you miss one of the, look, if you miss one of these 3 things, you're crushed. These are the 8 qualities, but going into number 6 right here, you miss one of these 3 things, you're dead. Attitude, approach, and action. I think people highly underestimate the attitude that you have to be a high achiever. Guys, the energy that you have when you're working, when you're selling, do you know what? That's the first thing that the customer feels and sees. And if you're dead, you think they're going to be excited about your product? Not a chance in hell. It's never going to happen. All right, don't underestimate your attitude. It has to be through the roof. 1 to 10, you got to be an 11. Approach. I think people underestimate the approach that we have to having success in what it takes to put into it. I think that right there isn't even thought about by a lot of people. And I'll go into the last one, the action. The action that it takes to be a high achiever. The action that it takes. Look, I see people scrolling through Instagram feeds all day long, Facebook feeds. Guys, do you know the average adult in 2020, well in 2019 I know what it was, but in 2020 is estimated to be 50% of their life glued to a screen. In 2019, so far this year, 41% of people will live their entire life from this point forward as an adult on the screen of their phone. What? When you go to heaven, God's going to say, you spent 41% of your life on your phone. Dude, how can you be taking massive action when you're stuck to your phone all the time? Do you have to train? Absolutely. Do you have to have time for becoming the best? Do you have to have time for mentorship? Yes. But turn the rest of it off. If it isn't making you money, don't get into it. Okay? Let's go to number 7. And remember this. Do not underestimate number 6. You miss one of those 3 things, you're dead. Number 7, guys, we're closing down. I love these last 2. Get unreasonable. I'm going to explain to you what I mean here. It is impossible to make money if you're not willing to get unreasonable. So watch this. So this is how I think. You see that? That's me. That's how I think. Am I open? Yes. Will I learn? Yes. Do I learn every day? Yes. But you know what? I am unreasonable when people try to change the way that I think about my financial mindset for my future. Okay? For my family. Guys, for my potential, what I'm worth, right? What value that I can bring. It's not the value that I have, it's the value that I add. Okay? I am not reasoning. Do you know how many people when I was 18 years old, like when I got into car sales, right, they told me how dumb I was? Do you know when I was at 28 years old, I ran into an old drafting teacher that I was at when I was in high school? And I was sitting down, you guys, I mean, here's the deal. If you're a millionaire, if you have to make a ton of money, if you don't, I'm going to tell you this. I see a lot of people, like as they do better in life, they start dressing really nice and they start killing. I love to dress nice. My wife always like, Andy, you got to dress nicer. Listen, I'm always running around in like a tank top, like some shorts and flip-flops, man. When I go to work to crush it. But when I go home, I'm just like in chill mode, you know? I'm relaxing a little bit, but guess what? I see one of my old drafting teachers, and I'm sitting there in my flip-flops and my tank top. It's in the summer. And he said, so what are you doing? I said, I sell cars. How did I know you'd end up selling cars, Andy? He's like, I'm telling you right now. He's like, look, you should have went to college. You should have did this. He's prejudging me, just literally tearing me down like they tore me down in high school. Guess what? It's so funny. I made $700,000 that year, and he's making $40,000. I didn't have anything negative to say to him. I just said, hey, I appreciate all that great knowledge you rained on me. I appreciate you. As again, him not believing and trying to change the way I think and what I should do. Guys, be unreasonable. Do not let people change the way you think. If you want to become the best salesman in the world, guess what happens? Audit your circle. Anyone that doesn't believe in you, get out. Get rid of them. Okay, number 8. This is my favorite, and I'm ending it on a strong note here. Do me a favor. If you liked what I've gone over, guys, do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up. Number 2, which one's your favorite one? 1 to 8. What's your favorite top quality that high achiever salesmen carry? Number 8, people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. I want you to memorize this. People don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. You know what that means? Just focus on this for a second. If I said right now, do me a favor, write down your plan. A lot of you will say, well, my plan is I want to make a lot of money. Okay, all right, what does that look like? Listen, if you don't have a plan in place, you are going to fail. If you're not making it right now, it's probably because you don't have a plan in place. Guys, do me a favor. If you want me to help set you up a great plan to kill it in sales, send me a text message. I'd love to help you. 918-210-0254. Guys, have a blessed day. It's great talking to you.